Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey.
Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run with Edwards. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now it's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They go play action with Trubisky. He'll find his tight end. That's Ben Broniker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And he's taken down inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They go play action. Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Now, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
On first down, Cohen. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd
And it should be the final play before the quarter ends.
General West.
They go play action now with McSorley. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Off of play action, it's McSorley. And this one's incomplete. Gus Edwards, the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The throw complete here to Williams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base.
59. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Let's go.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. Third and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And Robinson with a big catch. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go deep.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
He's got Burton here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on,
The
set.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here we go, here
After
we
the
go.
incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, let's go.
Get up.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Flush to his right. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Draw play, Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 41, Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Trubisky will throw. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. They go play action here on first down. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Cut. Check 9. Ready.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hatch it. Check.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And an alley to run. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on. And look at this, it's a fake. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
18.
On first down, it's Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Letting one go deep, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
14. Broncos nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you're still in this game. Yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right, keeping hope alive.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Switch.
Yep.
McSorley sets to pass. Completes it to Dixon. All the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He sets to fire deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Back to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. He's back to throw. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They try again with Cohen. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And cuts out right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You don't? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now McSorley. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's McSorley to throw. And he's going to go down again. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how shut down the run, control the